through midnight, and I'd say a couple hours after that. But we do have the signs of changing weather in the form of those layers of clouds filtering out the sunlight earlier today. Those are off some of the tops of these growing thunderstorms that have been developing across southeastern Texas. Louisiana will be kind of in a bullseye of severe weather over the next few hours, and this is part of the same complex that will influence storm action in our region. Again, as soon as the sun comes up in some cases across our westernmost areas. Here's a broader expansive view of our short-range, rapidly updated forecast and focus version showing the cluster of storms across Louisiana drifting into the Mississippi Valley. That leading edge has some pretty strong wind gust indicators based on this projection, and it makes its way into our tri-state southwest Georgia region during the morning time frame. And that will also influence future thunderstorm activity beyond that time frame into the afternoon. But a closer inspection of that right about 8-9 o'clock based on this. I would expect some adjustments, maybe even a little earlier based on new data that's coming in late tonight, that we can see some high wind gust potential across this region here near Lake Seminole to the north and surrounding areas as well. This has more of a focus in South Georgia, but I would not discount some of that activity also having an impact across the western Big Bend. Our typical forecast and focus version delays that line a little bit, so I do think it can arrive sooner than what's being seen here, and perhaps more organized storms than what we're seeing here. But you get the idea based on this. It seems like South Georgia has a higher chance for more of these storms in comparison to the immediate coastline. We can see some storms forming late tomorrow night and maybe lingering into early Sunday morning for the southeast Big Bend. But in terms of the volume of storms, could have most of them around and north of Interstate 10. That's why that's our prime spot for this activity to occur. Not saying it can't happen to the south or southeast, but maybe in lesser quantities, and greater chances for this mix of unsettledness to occur across our tri-state region, where there is that strong tornado risk, or there could be one of those cells that goes for a long distance, and it can be pretty strong if things come together just right. And those same individual supercells can trigger very large hail, maybe around golf ball or even tennis ball size. And that is a significant chance, at least a 10% chance for more of the western Big Bend and southwestern Georgia. So plenty of things to focus on. Wind gusts is the highest risk as far as the amount of people that can experience gusty winds. A medium chance for a couple of tornadoes and a limited chance for flooding risk because our systems are not really going to drop a whole lot of rain aside from maybe 1 or 2 inches. So I think we avoid flooding, but plenty to keep an eye on over the weekend. We'll keep you connected as well. Next week, more settled and more warmth across our